Hey guys, Bonecrusher Reviews here. Welcome to a video that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be recording this video and uploading it tonight, which is the time I'm recording this. This is my preview of some already showed figures from Comic Con, and as I'm recording it, my iPad starts to play up, so bear with me. God, it's got a whole lot of freaking tabs open. So I'm just going to go to TFW 2005. Tomorrow I'll also try to record and upload a video covering selective series of what they have to show, because they're only showing the previews right now. They're not showing all of the what is to be released and the following from that point onwards. But in the Robertson Skies line, they do have something new. They have which is kind of minor. Uh, yeah, they have only like one thing new, and that's Legion class Twinferno, which this is what it looks like. It's not that. It's pretty much a darker version of the deluxe one. Probably transforms similar. Uh, Besides that, there's not that much new, but there is a few interesting display pieces from Transformers: The Last Night. Um, this is regarding the Dragonstorm, aka what's it called? Oh god, it only has listed Dragonstorm. I think it's Storm Clash. No, wait, no, mind. No. I'm just gonna go to it. They've also got an interesting photo of Cogman reenacting. Oh, here it is. Reenacting one of those scenes from The Last Night, where he's on the harp, which is pretty interesting that they actually decided to do it, just to put a little bit of nudge to it. Granted, Hasbro doesn't usually do a lot of nudges. Yeah, so this is the Dragonstorm photo. That looks fucking awesome. Now there is hope for Wave 4. Yeah, Wave 4, because they are still continuing their line. Because don't forget, the Last Night toys currently are at its premiere editions. Now these wait, what? There's ones that Tiny Turbo changes. Wait, Tiny Turbo changes. I think that was an error. Tiny Turbo changes. Oh my god, are you kidding me? It's not Dragonstorm. Never mind, never mind. False alarm. But I do have one step change Cogman. I haven't looked at all of the photos yet. Yeah, so this is one step Cogman. The head doesn't come off on this one as expected. Well, it it may, but I'll be really surprised if it does. Now here's the photo that's apparently has tiny turbo changes Dragonstorm. Yeah, it's not Dragonstorm. It's the Transformers robots. It's the 3 pack with Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, and Steelbane. It literally is listed Steelbane, but they decided to call it Tiny Turbo Changes Dragonstorm. Uh, they got the new Bumblebee, which I probably will be getting because it's a curse. They don't have a back photo because which I hope someone's manages to get. It's loading. It actually looks pretty decent. We'll be getting, because it's pretty much 95%. It's pretty much a new figure, because how the legs transform. They got the repaint of Strafe. I know I said Swoop. We got also Cogman, which I will be getting because It looks really good. Um, Here it is. It does look pretty plain in certain positions, but it won't cloud my enjoyment. There is definitely a lot of black detailing and definitely a lot of rust. Um, haven't seen the robot mode, the Type Master itself. I might actually do some custom art on it because I basically just need to replicate the robot mode onto the Type Master mode. Wow, did I just call it a mode? That was kind of stupid. Yeah, so besides all that, I'm pretty sure that's all it. Oh, we got tiny turbo changes. We got tiny turbo changes section, but this might be all of the new versions. Wait, what the hell? Uh, we got a red figure. That's cross. Why do they redecorate crosshairs into red? They got that's solid. Um, Looks like that's basically it for the last night line for the premiere editions. I will just make some final checks. There's a few action scenes like Hot Rod freezing the time, or freezing the time, or whatever the hell you call it. Um, so basically that's all it. Tomorrow we might hopefully hopefully get more the last night reveals. They got, but I'm definitely gonna be getting every single deluxe and every single Voyager. Plus, hopefully, gonna try to get Dragonstorm from Wave 3. Except the only figure that I'm not gonna be getting is Strafe because it looks it looks terrible. It's blue. It's dark. It's a much knockoffy esque look of blue. Because the original toy had a darker blue. This one has a lighter blue. Um, which I won't be needing the mode because I've got this. Yeah, so I'm not getting that strafe. Um, the only new Dinobot that I'll be getting from this line is like I said, Squan because that looks good. And I've got this this triggers me. The bloody Hot Rod is a Walgreens or Walmart, wherever the fuck it is, exclusive. When Australia don't have one, it sucks. Because I'm one of the few people that actually like the design, even though there are some people that actually have the design, but they complain about it because apparently it's shit. So that's basically all for the last night line. That's all. I think yeah, I went through all the robots in the skies line. You think else new? Probably just suffer ramples or looks like Cosmos is getting the reissued one as well. Robot Trollobot Chase. Looks like the Titans Return line is going to be ending at Sun Slug Slinger. It's real unfortunate, but that means that's the end of the Titans Return line. That means we can get into the Power of the Primes line, which I'm pretty interested in because I have zero clue what the gimmick is going to be. I have a feeling it's going to be either Target Masters or Power Masters because Power, Power Masters, Power of the Primes. But I do feel like that we're going to be getting a few of Primes, which means that we're going to be getting a lot of Optimus Primes and a lot of Megatrons and some probably Bumblebee because what is alarm with that Bumblebee? I mean, like he did go without Combine Wars without getting a single Bumblebee figure, and Hasbro was like, oh hey, I noticed we didn't have a Bumblebee in this line. Let's make one. Let's make one for the next line. Even though it looks pretty ugh. But I'm not saying it's trash, but it does look a little bit good. But it's a figure that it's just a figure in your collection, in my opinion. So that's basically all of the previews are. They got Prime One Studio. Okay, I'll go through some Prime One Studios. They got Prime One Studio Megatron for Beast Wars. It's their first version of him. Looks alright. Definitely nothing on what the fuck. Okay, if I had the money, I would buy that now. Okay, so that's it. As you can see, he's got a saw through Dinobot's head or eyes, and that's just wrong. I'm terrified of it. Uh, I basically showed you everything that I have the photos of. They have some up close photos, but you can probably see it for yourself. So, like I said, TFW 2005, not sponsored. um, last night, 3A last night, Optimus Prime Bumblebee and Squeaks images. Yet no Onslaught, but they might reveal that tomorrow. Because the Squeaks. Wait, I thought the Squeak was in adult mode. The Squeaks does look a little bit too big for 3A for scale. I'm not being a scale nut. But and same thing with me. I will be getting the deluxe Squeaks, and oh, Bumblebee has his hammer on. I will be getting the deluxe Squeaks and the Titan Master Squeaks. Not Titan Master. The tiny turbo changes of Squeaks once Wave 2 gets around my area. And last time I checked, Wave 2 hasn't been around a lot of areas. Hopefully I can find them. No, they don't have any back shots. So I'll find the closest image that has Bumblebee's new hammer. There it is. That's pretty much the only thing that's different with this one compared to I believe it was the Revenge of the Fallen 3A Bumblebee, because they made Megatron and Optimus Prime. I think they made a statue of. I think they've already made a Starscream head and upper torso. They got Sending Flame Toys Drift image. Probably like oh, it has a little bit symbol on it. Okay, so it's just a statue. So probably sponsored by Hasbro, authenticated or whatever. Doesn't transform by the looks of it, but it does have an Autobot symbol, which means that there is some licensing going on. And as I can see, yep, there is some licensing. You got Hasbro logo down at the bottom. San Diego Comic Con 2017 Hasbro Events press release. Let's read the Transformers one. Wait, no. Oh, this photo is just going down. The Transformers panel held at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Tuesday, July the 10th. Wait, that's not. Oh, it's just a panel with a whole lot of guest stars. So I'll read it again. The Transformers panel held 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Thursday, July the 20th. We will get collectors of excellent as wait, what? We will get the collectors excited as the team provides exclusive glimpse of the latest greatest toys that have yet to hit the shelves from Transformers Generations Power the Prime product line. That means we are going to get releases tomorrow. So we'll be seeing Wave 1 and a little bit of Wave 2. And also, fans will also be able to go behind the scenes of Transformers Last Night film line, as well as the movie Masterpiece Collection, and the additional members of the Transformers team will host a Q&A season to answer some of your burning questions. Alexa and Transformers brand booth activated grad in the post the poster. I have no fucking clue what I'm reading. Give way for Transformers generation along with a glimpse of upcoming products from across the Transformers portfolio. And there's a few people that are going there at San Diego Comic Con. Few main people that I know and watch. Stanley's going, I believe. Frank, wait a minute. Greg Berger's going. The voice of Grimlock, Long Haul, and um, Skyfire, aka Jetfire. They also Optimus Paul, aka Paul, is going. Uh, so there is, I think they're all going to be at the same panel. Um, but I think Optimus will probably be at the Hasbro panel for the hour. But he did say he's there for about 5 days or something like that. So he's probably arrived there now, around at this time as of recording. So that means that they're probably just getting everything set up, ready for tomorrow. Well, actually, no, technically it's ready for today because San Diego Comic Con happens whilst, well, starts whilst I'm sleeping, which I probably won't be able to sleep because I want to know what the fuck the gimmick is for Power of the Primes. I just don't know what it is. Like I said, I've only thought of two things that they could possibly. Yes, I get that there's Prime in it. Does that mean that every single character is going to become Prime? That that wasn't initially my own thoughts, but I thought, you know what? No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to give every character that they're releasing the power of the Matrix, because that's just something that's exclusive power that only good gets, not evil. But I think we might be getting actually no, instead of Optimus Prime, we might be getting Optimus Primal Prime as what is going to be dubbed now. Fucking hell, should have been someone else. Yeah, isn't he? Because he's already a freaking Prime. Um, yeah, so instead of getting Optimus Prime, we're going to be probably getting Optimus Primal Prime, which means that we probably might be getting some Beast Wars characters with the current gimmick. So, which also means that we could possibly get um, like the power Optimus Primals have power of the Power Core, not Power Core, Power Masters, where he gets put in there, then he goes from normal Primal to like extra things coming up and popping out here and there, because you know gimmicks. Because obviously, if something's connected to the same body, there's going to be something to change it, because with times of turn figures, you just swap their heads and you change it a lot. With the combinables, like this is not a perfect example. You change one of the limbs and it becomes something new. Oh god. Yeah, so that's basically my preview coverage of the San Diego Comic Con. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Hopefully I'm not lazy and actually get my videos started and uploaded. Um, that's probably gonna be the first thing I do when I come home from my work training course. Hopefully, granted that if I have anything to do, and I also have to go out on tomorrow night, so I'm gonna probably be a little bit rushy in the videos. I'll probably do like selective, like if they do any releases, I'll do the smallest releases to the biggest release, because or I might do like Bonecrusher reviews coverage of Power of the Primes. I might make it in subtitles, which I probably think I should have done with this one because this video is already long enough. So until then, my name is Bonecrusher. Well, Bonecrusher Reviews. Oh, I'm screwing up my outro. Let's do it again. This is Bonecrusher Reviews, and I'm signing out.